Hi, welcome to Artistry Collaborative. My name is Joanne and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. If you're new to my channel, well, welcome. I hope you stick around, and if you see what you like, become a subscriber, because I would love for you to join my YouTube family. And to my subscribers, well, you know I just appreciate and adore every one of you. Okay, this is my second or third attempt at doing this. Mercury is in retrograde, so I don't know, the program is doing weird things. This was originally going to be 6 DIYs, but I'm going to split it into two. It's going to be a series. One series will be 3, the other series will be another 3 of the Shore Living line from Dollar Tree. So here at Artistry Collaborative, we are the home of TriLab, because, well, all we want you to do is try. So come along and let's create these 3 together. Okay, this is the mermaid from Dollar Tree, and I'm just cutting off the tag, and we're going to remove the star. I'm just using my knife from my polymer clay kit and just going to slide that under there because we will reattach it later. And now I am just going to take off the string, and we are going to paint the body of the lower portion of the mermaid with this agave Waverly chalk paint, and I'll explain that more in the next section. Alright, so this is my second attempt at filming this. So this is one of the Dollar Tree mermaid cutouts, and so I took off the starfish and I took off the jute twine, and now I'm just painting the tail teal. We're going to paint her body with like a peach blush, and her hair probably brown, but we're going to probably make a clay hair and give her like a seashell bra, and then we're going to use this. I got this at Joanne Fabrics, and it's just bits of seashell that's colored and broken up, and we're going to cover this. So this is just giving it a base. So I'm just going in and painting this up, and I'll be back. Alright, so this is what we have so far, and now I am going to take some tacky glue and cover her body and put it on pretty heavy. And then just going to take these and put these in here. Now you could also use beads. Dollar Tree does sell, they're like little round beads. I've used them before in my fairy houses, and they would look like scales. That would work. There's so many things. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm realizing I should just put on one piece at a time, which seems tedious, but I think I'll get the best coverage from that, because, you know, some pieces are going to fall off. Only one. But this way here we'll get all of it covered. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to cover this, and I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, the body is covered. I'm going to leave the tail because we're going to cover that with pearls. And for the hair, I'm just taking some yarn that I got from Dollar Tree, and just following the line. I created the, well, I think it may have even been on the wooden piece, but painted in the the brown, and now we're just going to follow it with the yarn. And I am probably going to layer it so it isn't just a flat piece of yarn, but it builds up so it looks like hair that's flowing. So I just take my hot glue gun and I stick that in there and follow the form. And we're going to do that all the way down. And then I actually leave a little at the front of the face so that she has some bangs. And then eventually I take a few pieces and I curl them so it looks like she has some curls at the top of her head. But you can do this any way you'd like. Okay, so now I'm just taking this sheet of pearls from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to place them on the fin individually. Again, I'm going to take my tacky glue and spread it on there relatively thick. They do stick, but I want this to be permanent. It's going to be in my bathroom, so I don't want them falling off with the condensation that happens when people take showers. So I'm just going to go in and individually put them in. And you could, if you really wanted to, if you didn't want to be bothered doing them. Sorry about the glitch there, but you could also use this like roll of pearls and just put the whole, like just trim it around the thing, and then you have to do them individually. And now I'm just playing with the, I keep going back and forth, playing with the bra. But again, I'm going to put them in individually, and then I'm going to use some smaller ones and fill in some gaps. And again, same process as the shells for the body. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I filled it in with pearls, and I put little pearls in the bigger spaces that the pearls didn't fit in. Could put a few more. And then I put those strands here and here. And now we're going to do a face. And I'm not sure. Like, I'm thinking something simple, except it's got to go that way. Yeah, I think I just have to do it, and if it doesn't work, then, well, it is what it is. But see, the eye should be up here. Yeah. And then we'll put this back on. I didn't block the hole too much. There we go. Oh no. I definitely blocked the hole here. Okay. Don't do that. I mean, I'll find it easy enough. That in. And there you go. So that's going to go in my bathroom. So on to the next DIY. So here is the seahorse from the Dollar Tree, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this silver paint and paint the complete background. And then, similar to a DIY I did a few back, I think we're going to fill this with beads and jewelry. So let me put this coat on. I'll gather up my jewelry, and I'll be back. As you can see, there is a ton of stuff to work with. This was a bracelet. It kind of went like this, and I just pulled it apart, and that's going to go there. And then I have a bunch of these earrings, and they're going to go there. But I really, it's a very extensive process. And again, you could use buttons, you could use flowers, you could use so many things. Now I have this. I don't want to pull it apart, so what I think I'm going to do is like try to cut it and glue it and fill in the belly that way. So I'm not going to talk through all of this. I'm going to shut the sound off, and you can listen, you can watch as much as you want. I just want to film the whole process, or most of the process, so you can kind of see how I do this, and hopefully inspire you to play, because that's what this is. This is about playing. Alright, so I'm going to shut the sound off, and you can fast forward if you don't want to watch all of this, or you can, watch it, but I hope you enjoy this, and I'll come back when we're almost to the end. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Again, this is part of a necklace. These were earrings. I mean, I'm just breaking things apart and seeing what I want to use. I found this. This was a bracelet, and I just love it. So now I'm going to place it like so. And again, we're going to just keep filling it in. I found this little dainty thing. I thought maybe I'll put this along here. And I think I'm going to just use like simple beads here. So I ran out of this Dazzle tack. So now we're going to try the Gorilla Glue. But you do want a really good glue. And I think I might put it, put a little bit there. And then just pick it up as I need it with a toothpick. It's very much like a puzzle, and you just find your own way of getting it in there. So as you can see, I'm using these loose beads to fill the bottom of the tail. They're actually glass beads that I got from some necklaces. And apparently Dollar Tree has bottles of glass beads too. So if you wanted to use those, but they do make it heavy. I will say that. So, and then I'm just going in. I'm trying not to have the holes up, but if it is, it is, and if it isn't, it isn't. I'm not going to stress over it. I'm just filling these areas in with these. And I have like a lot of these little tiny seed beads that I'm kind of throwing in that came off of this stuff, just to fill it in, use it up. So this is what we have so far. Now we have to do the face. And I wanted the face to be lighter. So I found, well, these would be pretty too, but I think I'm going to use these iridescent beads that I got at Dollar Tree. So again, I'm just going to, and just to show, I had some of these little seed beads. I just added those on to fill in any gaps. I'm going to have to fill in these gaps here, and I'll use these beads to fill in those gaps. So again, it's the same process over and over and over and over. It's very relaxed, and you put on your favorite show and you just play. So, and I do one little section at a time. Now, of course, we want to leave that hole there because we have to hang this thing. So again, I'm just going to take these and put them I also think it's great if you have like two sizes, so that if you have gaps you can put the smaller one in between, but use what you have. Okay, so this is what we have. Now we have to put an eye, and I've been playing with different things. At first I thought this, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted, and then I thought this, which was better. But then I found this piece that I got at Hobby Lobby a long time ago, and I thought, oh, what if I do that and that, right? Very magical looking. And then I just had this star, so I'm going to add that there. And then I'm looking at this and I go, I like this to be a little more spiky. So I'm going to add these all in here. Alright, so this is going to be very simple. I have these letters. I got them on clearance at Hobby Lobby, but you know, they have letters at Dollar Tree. I am going to write the word relax, and what I'm going to do now, again, you could use beads again, you could use glitter, you could use buttons, you could use so many different things. I have this scrapbook pad. It's a 6x6, so I picked these colors. I just thought they were pretty, and there's teals in my bathroom. So what I'm going to do is take each letter. I'll probably just cut a square for each one. Now again, instead of wasting all these pages, I could just do it all, yeah, like I could do it all out of one thing, but I wanted different patterns, so I think I'll do that, and then I'll do the L. And then I'm just going to take my Mod Podge and put it on the front. Let that dry, and then we will trim this. So I'll do that for all these letters, and I'll be back. Okay, so I trimmed all the letters, and now I'm just using a little bit of sandpaper and going in and cleaning up the edges a little bit. I like to use fingernail files for the smaller areas. but you can also just rip up a little piece of sandpaper and get them into the areas. And now I'm just taking some archival ink, and I use a Q-tip because it's such a small area, but I'm just distressing the edges. It just ages the lettering a little bit, and also distracts from any raggedy edges. It just kind of gives it the overall image of it being old. Now I wanted to put something on the sides. I found this in my stash of stickers, and it looks like rickrack, so you could use rickrack or any kind of ribbon, but then I thought, I think I like this a little bit more. This is also from the Dollar Tree, so I am just going to take off the stickers, and then I will, even though this ribbon is got a sticky back, I will I will tacky glue it on. And then in the stickers it had that little flag, and I wanted that on the top. So I'm going to go and take these off, and I will put the sticker on, and I'll be back. Now this I was showing, I wanted to give you a close-up that I'm cutting the corners at an angle because I want to miter the two edges together. So this is before I actually glue it down. And I take another piece, cut it straight, but then I am going to cut this on an angle so that the two angles meet. So I'm sorry, it's just a little out of camera. It's so hard to tell sometimes. But yeah, I'm making that a cleaner cut. And then I'm going to cut this to match that. Like so. And now once I have all my pieces cut, I will glue them into place. And then here I am taking that sticker, and I am going to place that at the very top of my seahorse panel. And again, I reinforce it with more tacky glue to make sure it stays in place. Okay, so my letters are on, my ribbon is on, and now we will decorate the bottom. So I'm just taking a starfish, a shell, a strand of pearls, and we will glue these into place. This is a piece of, gosh, I have it left over from my friend Karen's wedding, and we will glue that into place and create a little sea scene at the bottom. And for this I'm just using hot glue. Not sure why I chose hot glue, but it works. And so I hope you like these DIYs. Stay tuned because there will be a part 2. I apologize for the problems with all this editing. I don't know what the heck's going on. Yeah, see here I'm using tacky glue because I think it will stay on better. I think I used the hot glue because that was just more of like a plasticky, it would hold it better. But shells, you definitely want to use tacky glue. Anyways, thank you so much. If you have not become a subscriber, please consider doing so. I'd so love it. And give this a thumbs up and leave a comment because it really helps my channel. I'm really trying to get my channel to grow. So I'd really appreciate your support, and I just hope that I inspire you to get going and create in your own fashion. It does not have to be like mine. Mine is merely for inspiration. And I hope you just keep on creating because it's important. It's important to have a creative outlet, no matter what it might be. It doesn't necessarily have to be crafts, but you know, it's fun to have something in your house and then you show someone and they go, oh, where did you get that? And you go, oh, I made it. So yes, please enjoy, and I'll see you on the flip side for part 2.